Welcome to Master Mutual Funds, a Beginner's Guide Episode 7, How to Analyze a Mutual Fund. Choosing the right mutual fund can feel overwhelming, especially with so many options available. But what if I told you that by analyzing just a few key metrics, you could make smarter and more confident investment decisions? In this episode of Master Mutual Funds, a Beginner's Guide, I'll show you how to analyze a mutual fund like a pro, step by step. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to pick the right mutual fund for your investment goals. Let's get started. To select the best mutual fund, you need to analyze some crucial parameters. Let's break them down one by one. NAV, or net asset value, is crucial for understanding the price of a fund. So what is NAV? NAV represents the per unit price of a mutual fund. It's calculated as NAV equals total assets minus liabilities, divided by total units of the fund. For example, if a mutual fund has assets worth 1,000 crore rupees and 10 crore units, the NAV will be 100 rupees per unit. A common myth is that many beginners think a lower NAV means the fund is cheaper. This is not true. NAV simply reflects the fund's value per unit. It does not indicate whether a fund is expensive or inexpensive. So, what should you do? Don't select funds solely based on NAV. Instead, focus on performance, expense ratio, and portfolio allocation. Now let's talk about the expense ratio, which is basically the cost of investing. So, what is the expense ratio? This is the annual fee that mutual funds charge for managing your money. It includes administrative costs, fund manager fees, and other expenses. For example, if a fund delivers 12% returns and has an expense ratio of 2%, your net return will be 10%. 12% minus 2%. How do you use this metric? Lower expense ratios mean higher take-home returns. For actively managed funds, an expense ratio below 1.5% is ideal. For index funds and ETFs, look for an expense ratio below 0.5%, since they track an index and require less management. Pro tip: always compare expense ratios when choosing between similar mutual funds. AUM, or assets under management, is a crucial factor to consider when evaluating a mutual fund. But what exactly is AUM? Well, it refers to the total money invested in a mutual fund. Now, how does AUM impact your investment? Funds with large AUM, say 10,000 crore rupees or more, tend to be more stable. However, they might also experience slower growth. On the other hand, small AUM funds with less than 500 crore rupees have higher growth potential but can be risky. For example, a large cap fund with 20,000 crore rupees in AUM is likely to be stable. In contrast, a small cap fund with just 300 crore rupees in AUM might be more volatile, but could deliver better returns in a bull market. Here's a pro tip. It's wise to avoid funds with very low AUM, below 100 crore rupees, unless they are new and show promise. Low AUM could indicate a lack of investor confidence. Past performance, track record, and consistency. Why does past performance matter? Well, it helps you understand a fund's consistency in delivering returns. How should you evaluate it? Look at 3-year, 5-year, and 10-year returns instead of just 1-year returns. Compare performance against the benchmark index like Nifty 50 or Sensex. Check consistency. A good fund should outperform its benchmark over multiple years. For example, Fund A delivered 12% average annual return over 5 years, while Fund B gave 8% return. If both funds have the same risk profile, Fund A is a better choice. But a quick warning: past performance does not guarantee future returns. Always check other factors before investing. Portfolio allocation. Where is your money invested? Why does portfolio diversification matter? A well-diversified mutual fund reduces risk by spreading investments across different sectors and companies. Here are some key things to check sector allocation. Does the fund invest across multiple industries like IT, pharma, banking, and FMCG? Stock concentration. If the top 5 stocks hold more than 40% of the portfolio, the fund may be too concentrated. Debt versus equity exposure. Hybrid funds balance equity and debt investments based on market conditions. For example, if a fund invests 50% in IT stocks, it becomes highly dependent on the IT sector's performance. In contrast, a fund diversified across IT, banking, pharma, and FMCG is safer during market fluctuations. Pro tip: avoid funds that are over-concentrated in one sector, unless you have a strong reason to believe that sector will outperform. Now that you know the key metrics, where can you find this information? Here are some of the best free tools. Morningstar for in-depth mutual fund ratings and reports. Value Research, online for fund comparison, expense ratios, and risk ratings. Moneycontrol and ET Money for performance tracking and SIP calculators. And mutual fund apps like Groww and Zerodha Coin for easy investment tracking. Pro tip: use at least 2 different platforms to cross-check a fund's details before investing. Analyzing a mutual fund doesn't have to be complicated. By focusing on NAV, expense ratio, AUM, past performance, and portfolio allocation, you can make smarter investment choices. In the next episode, we'll talk about common mistakes to avoid when investing in mutual funds, so you don't fall into costly traps. Don't forget to subscribe to Stock Glimpse India and hit the bell icon so you don't miss it. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and drop a comment. Which metric do you check first when selecting a mutual fund? Summary of key takeaways. NAV reflects fund value per unit, not a measure of cheapness. Expense ratio, lower means better returns. Aim for less than 1.5% in active funds and less than 0.5% in index funds. AUM, large AUM equals stability, small AUM equals growth but riskier. Past performance, look at 3-year, 5-year, and 10-year returns and compare with benchmarks. Portfolio allocation, diversification reduces risk. Avoid overconcentration. Use research tools like Morningstar, Value Research, and Moneycontrol for comparisons. Now you're ready to analyze mutual funds like a pro. Let me know in the comments if you need help choosing a mutual fund.